From the sexy streets of Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills, California, to some special places where you'll find out how to get blinged out on a budget. Let's start with some bling that goes right to your soul. A great pair of shoes. Each pair of Calleen Cordero shoes is a work of art.
Well, I started my business about 5 years ago, and the reason why I decided to do this was I've been in the business for over about 25 years. And I've done everything in the shoe business, from retail stores to designer to merchandisers for big companies to sales and marketing for very large companies, got into corporate America, the whole deal. Not doing what I really wanted to do, which is design. So I said, you know what, I'm going to try something. And what inspired me is I was walking down on Beverly Boulevard. In this little vintage store, I ran across this belt, and it was a vintage belt that had this antique stud work on it. And I kept looking at it, going, I have to go back. And I kept going back and visiting this belt. And I ended up buying it. And I took it, and all I could do was put it down on my shoe. And I kept putting it down and going, oh my God, it's the most beautiful shoe like ever. So I said to myself, I've got to see if I can make this a shoe and really turn this whole concept into something really special. I had a few contacts. I went to these little teeny factories, and and I brought my concept. And I mean, of course, nobody took me serious. I wasn't a designer that came with sketches and all this. I was more like, I have an idea, And so I would sit there and put it on my shoe and tell them what I wanted and draw out certain things, and we'd spend all day. And I ended up making these these little size runs of these most beautiful shoes, I thought, and they were going to be really expensive. And but I'm like, they are what they are, and I'm just gonna go and see if anybody wants them. I do something that's very special, really like no other factory or any designer, I think, in the world. It takes 36 pair of hands just to hand make one pair of shoes. I do everything the old school way. There's no infrastructure for shoe making in the United States anymore. There's no machinery that's automated, and it's all really old school, all hand lasted, all hammers, nails. It's like walking into Geppetto's factory. I'm serious. It's quite amazing. If you come in and work with me, I'll go, let's do this shoe in red with chocolate brown sole, and and create it with brass studs, and I'll make you 6 or 8 pair, and you're the only one that will have it probably in the whole world. So I do a lot. I want to work one-on-one with my customer and create for their store. So the way I look at Madison or Fred Siegel, it's like different collections. Customers are buying one pair, and they're like, they're the most expensive pair that they've ever bought, or this and that, but then they just find that they're wearing them. They're wearing them with everything. But what's happening is that people are starting to collect them. And so it's become like, oh, I have 10 pair, well, I have 20, and the stores are pre-selling them before they even get in. The shoes have led into wanting to merchandise and have handbags. This is the Fiore bag. This is one of our most popular bags, I'd say, this fall. It's the leather is extremely soft, just like soft butter leather, and then it's got the aged silver pewter metallic handle, and then the artwork here. This retails for about $4.45 or so. What makes our belts different and sets them apart from the rest is that I use really expensive, beautiful Italian leather. The hands of these leathers are really soft. They're the kind of leather belts that they age and they get better and better with time. Our clientele in this store is also raised all the way up to 65, 70. They're coming in going, I can't wear them at all Blonics anymore. We want something comfortable. But at the same time, to be able to create absolutely gorgeous, stunning shoes that are feminine and beautiful but still have comfort. So I have orthopedic insoles hidden in there. You get to be 4 inches taller, but you're really only on an inch pitch, so you can wear them all day long, This right here is called the Zola, and this shoe did amazing. It retails for about $3.95, and again, All the artwork is all hand kick pressed in, and the wood is all hand sculpted from a block of wood. This is my version of a cowboy. Well, it is a cowboy boot. What's different about it is that it's done with really beautiful leathers, and then we hand stud our artwork onto them. These are going to retail for close to about $1,200. We have about 200 stores now, all independent throughout the world. I'm in the best stores in London, Tokyo, Paris, Saudi Arabia. I know, just like a painter is a painter, I know I'm a shoe designer, and this is what I'm supposed to do.